Dear viewers, welcome again to Yoleno TV, and this is the place where you get the daily political happenings on a real-time basis. Now, I think you've noted that recently, I always prefer to share a tweet that I find relevant to the current analysis. So I have a tweet from Gabriel Ogunda. So Gabriel Ogunda decided to post something, and he attached the tweet with an article from the Nation newspaper. So this is what Gabriel Ogunda said. They said, those who are outside want to get in. Those who are inside are being kicked out. This life, no balance. I think if you take an in-depth analysis of that tweet, then you will understand that Gabriel Ogunda is referring to the Kenya Kwanza government, that there are people who want to join the Kenya Kwanza government, like the people defected from Azimio and Kenya Lands had all indications of joining the government, like UDM, like Kirato Murungi's faction. Then there are people who are within the Kenya Kwanza government who find themselves disgruntled, they find themselves shortchanged because of the government allocation, the jobs which have been allocated. They find themselves not featuring in any of those positions, despite the fact that they've been supporting or they supported the Kenya Kwanza government. So those kind of people want to get out. So that is what Gabriel Ogunda is saying. Now, Gabriel Ogunda has attached an article from the Nation newspaper, and this article is so damning, and I would like to share it with you. But before I share it with you, please allow me to welcome you again to this channel. And please, if you're not subscribed, take a moment and subscribe. Give us a like. You can hit the notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you will always become the first person to get notified. Now on to what Gabriel Ogunda shared on his Twitter handle. Allow me to take my time and read this article to you. And it starts by saying, Kenya Kwanza man bitter. So, a notable Kenya Kwanza member is a bitter man after he missed a cabinet slot, and now he has been left out in the shortlisting for principal secretary. It is said the man was promised a plum job for shelving his political ambitions for the sake of the Kenya Kwanza. The disgruntled man has now threatened to spill the beans of the dark side of the current administration if not given Chief Administrative Secretary position. The leader is said to have offered his piece of land for the sake of financing Kenya Kwanza campaigns. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of that article. The man is bitter. The man is a disgruntled man because, according to the article, the man invested in the Kenya Kwanza campaigns and he was promised a plum job. Now, after the cabinet secretaries were appointed, he did feature. Now, the principal secretaries, he has not featured. Now, the man is saying that if I don't feature in the chief administrative position, I will have to spill the beans of the dark side. That is what I said when during days before the election, that the arrangement of the Kenya Kwanza government will pose a major challenge to the RUTO team. I think this is one of them. One of those things that are prophesied would happen. This is one of them. I think, and that is the reason why you find that Raila Odinga and Uhuru are still mum. They're not talking much about the government. They're not criticizing the government much, but they know there'll come a time when the secrets of the Kenya Kwanza government will be revealed to them by this kind of people like the bitter man in this article. So what if now the appointments of the chief administrative secretaries or the chief secretaries are unveiled and this man does not find himself, shortlisted again? Because we understand that the positions are not more than around 40, was it 45, 46? They're not much. So if he doesn't fit in that list again, what happens? The man will definitely rebel against Kenya Kwanza, and this bitter man will spill the beans to the Azimio-led team, and the Azimio-led team will take advantage of those in that information which shall have been spilled to them. And what will happen? Raila Amolo Odinga will now weaponize, will use the details to attack the Kenya Kwanza government, attack IEBC, because it's evident that the ill deeds and the ill dealings will now be revealed to the Azimio. They will have something to talk about. But again, I find this very strange because it is going to be a very, very delicate move, a slippery move, a thing that the man should watch out on, because should he decide to spill the beans, then we might have to witness kidnappings and the like on this man. So I think he should tread carefully, because of course Ruto cannot give everybody the jobs. It's not possible, unless they just want to have a bloated cabinet, a bloated everything, so that just people are being awarded because they supported the Kenya Kwanza government. They're just being awarded out of but that is not what I think William Samoei Ruto will want to do, because the current budget and the current promises that they make the Republic of Kenya requires a lot of money, and for that case, I think such kind of bitter men will just have to wait for parastatal jobs or tenders. Because I think the other way that the government awards such people is by giving them tenders or parastatal jobs, or nominated for the heads of boards, boards heading various parastatals, the board of management. I think that is not what the man requires. I think if I'm not wrong, I think this is someone who is very, very senior, because if he could shelve his ambition, he could go to an extent of selling his piece of land to finance the Kenya Kwanza government, to Kenya Kwanza campaign. By the way, campaigns are very expensive. That's not, to be honest, campaigns are very expensive, and most of the time it requires a lot of financing. You saw during campaigns, in fact, the Kenya Kwanza campaign was one of the most expensive ones, because there was dishing out of millions in almost all regions. The number of times that William Samoei Ruto campaigned in a day called for a lot of financing. You even saw that vehicle they bought, the Jeep, or rather the Hammer. That required a lot of money to finance. But the question is, where did that car go to? But it's okay. That is the secret of the Kenya Kwanza government. But I was just talking about this article that Gabriel Ogunda shared. So, what do you think about the article? Do you think that's going to lead to some kind of expose on some of those elites of the Kenya Kwanza government? Please share what you think about that below the comment section there. We'll go through them and offer our comments or offer our feedback on the same. But please, as usual, I would like to urge anytime anybody who was not subscribed to our channel to please subscribe, support us, share our channel widely, give us a like, you can hit the notification bell, so that every time we upload any video, you will always become the first person to get notified. Now again, as usual, I always like to urge my viewers to stay safe and stay blessed.